Have you ever felt like your brain is an open browser, wavering many thoughts at once, and you have no idea about how to begin with? If that is, maybe you're an individual who spends more time planning than launching. Maybe you have big dreams, but find yourself watching a lots of know how what to do instead of making progress. Sounds familiar? Here's the deal. It's all about overthinking, fear of failure, and lack of focus. That aren't separate problems, but they feed each other in a vicious cycle. Now, we're going to break it all down. The psychological trap of overthinking and how to escape it. Why fear of failure is secretly an illusion. How to rewire your brain for focus as sharp as needle. By the end, you'll know exactly how to take action without getting lost in analysis paralysis. Ready? Let's go. If we just are just detailed and look on things more, plan more, consider every possibility, we'll make the right decision. But here's the reality of overthinking is not problem solving. It's fear in disguise. A study by neuroscientists at the University of California found that overthinkers tend to activate the prefrontal cortex excessively, leading to increased cortisol levels, also known as stress. Instead of making decisions, they get trapped in a loop of what ifs. The overthinking words tells you, if I think more, I'll make a better decision. But it's more of action leads to clarity, and not more mere thinking. I need to be 100% sure before I start. No one ever has all the answers before they begin. Next, overly seeking on details protects you from failure. It's nothing but, it only delays progress. How to break free from overthinking. If an idea excites you, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take one small action towards it. Set a decision deadline. Give yourself 10 minutes or 24 hours maximum to decide. Then commit. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Thinking 90% of the time on happening. The worst case scenario on the failure or success. Makes it easy to decide on the pros and cons and then proceed with the decision and take you towards next actionable steps. The psychology behind fear of failure. Fear of failure isn't actually fear of failing, but it's fear of judgment, embarrassment, disappointment. A study by Harvard Business Review found that people who see failure as a learning experience are 50% more likely to succeed in the long run than those who avoid it. Next, the first draft rule. Think of every action you take as a first draft. No one makes it a perfect in one sitting. So why expect perfection from your first attempt at anything? Reframe failure as feedback. Instead of saying, I failed, use the 70% rule. If you're 70% sure about something, go for it. Embrace mini failures. If there's any, and make a routine and reframe the plan to clear out the mistakes and gain clarity over it. And remember, failure is a great teacher. And take breaks to reset the progress. And train your brain like a muscle. Gamify your work. Give yourself points for every progress you make. Celebrate your achievements. And enjoy the process. Let's put it all together to a quick recall. 1. Escape overthinking. 2. Take action within 5 seconds. 3. Set deadlines. 4. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? 5. Conquer fear of failure. See everything as a first draft. 6. Use the 70% rule. So, what's your next step? Pick one small action from. And do it now. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking more. It comes from doing.